The show was sort of ahead of its time. I think if it came out during the era of Attack on Titan and all of those, the show would have done much better than it did back then. So, and it could have gone even further. So next, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Article Reviews. It is I, your host, Alexander Lin, all in for short. So today's article, we have this in front of us. So let's dive into it. We haven't given up hope that this 10 classic anime series will get a modern remake. That's the title of the article. It's becoming like these isekai titles where you have an extremely long title that I will become the most overpowered in the world because I was reincarnated with OP power, and that's like the title of the isekai. But in any case, I diverge. Let's come back to the article. So basically, the title of the article is 10 classic anime series we hope for a remake. Let's get going. So, number 10, Katekyo Hitman Reborn is a shonen that never got an ending. So, I agree with this one purely. I've not watched it. It was on my watching list. I think I've started like long ago, but I need to read it again. I mean, watch it, probably read it. Maybe reading it might be the best way forward for me, but I agree. This probably deserves a remake. And it's currently streaming on Crunchyroll, so I'll probably give it a try and then watch it, and then continue reading the rest. But from I think it probably deserves a remake. And okay, so next we have Soul Eater. Yes, this one I wholeheartedly agree, because Fire Force thankfully got another season, and I want this to also have a remake after the Fire Force ends, because they are sort of linked, spoiler alert. And after that, if this gets a remake and then it's probably properly adapts everything from the manga from beginning to the end, because the Soul Eater anime, although good, the ending is not the manga's ending, so that they just created it for the sake of ending it, but it deserves a remake. This is like at the top of the list for me, personally. So let's get going. Number 8, Rosario plus Vampire deserves a chance to complete the anime story. To complete the manga story, is that what you wanted to say? Probably, but I used to watch it here and there, and then I dropped it at some point, so it's not really on my list of remakes that needs to come back. It was an okay show. I started reading it, but the plot started sort of repeating itself, introducing new character, new race, werewolf, all of that, and as you can see, it turns into an RM always. But it was an okay show, but not for me. There's no urgency for this to have a remake. Let them try to finish I don't know if the manga is finished or not. So next, 12 Kingdom is already perfect, but a modern anime remake will make it better. I've not watched it. I have not watched this, so I can't comment much about it, but based on the dates of the release, 2002, 2003, it's, yeah, probably could use a remake using modern animation and all of that, but based on the picture here, this looks clean. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to watch and see, and if the anime is fine and it covers the whole manga or whatever it's adapting. If it's an original story, it's fine. If it's adapting something and it covers the whole thing, I will say maybe just try to update the video image quality, and that's it. Like, if the show is fine 100%, then there's no needs. They just need to maybe update image, make it 4K. Next, Claymore. Yes, that's another one on the list that I would put higher that deserves a remake. It's a very good show, I read the manga. I finished reading the manga like a while back, because the anime covered, I don't even know what the anime covered, but the ending of the anime is definitely not the ending of the manga, and the manga does go well into depth to cover all its bases in terms of ending, cover all the characters and backstories and how we got where we got, and then gives a satisfying end, according to me. So it is one of the show I would like to see a remake, purely because we can get an ending, a proper ending this time. And this show was sort of ahead of its time. I think if it came out during the era of Attack on Titan and all of those, this show would have done much better than it did back then. So, and it could have gone even further. So next, Oran High School host club needs to follow in Fruits Basket's successful footstep. I agree with this one. I love this show. I went to read the manga. Very good romance comedy show with a lot of comedy scenes here and there, but it was a good show. And if yes, they can do the same thing as they did with Fruit Baskets. Fruit Baskets, once again, if you have not watched it, you can give it a try. Very good. It goes from beginning to the end and covers everything, and that's the only thing I can hope for this. If they give it a remake, that they can do the same thing and cover the whole thing, the manga from beginning to the end, and give us a complete anime. That is all we are wishing for in here. The Grey Man. This is I think the only thing that went wrong with The Grey Man maybe was the release schedule. I think there was a couple of hiatus that pushed me also to drop it. Like, the story is interesting, the story was quite good, the world was interesting, and there were mysteries that we wanted to know, but because we didn't know when even the anime, the hiatus came back, I mean the manga hiatus came back, and I don't even know where it's sitting at the moment. So if the manga is finished, then yes, definitely go for it. But if the manga is not finished, I don't know why you would want to give this a remake. So, but it was a good show. I can't believe it's 2006 to 2007. I really cannot believe, but it is a great show. Deserved. Dead Man Wonderland omitted major character from the story. Okay, I have not watched this show, so I can not comment on it. Number 2, a Dragon Ball remake could introduce the franchise to a whole new generation of fan. This one I would only agree because they are making a remake of the One Piece. So just based on that, according to me, the original Dragon Ball still holds up. A remake may destroy that, but maybe just for new generation to have to watch it. But it's I don't think Dragon Ball is a necessity, although it's a very old. As you can see, it's a very old, so maybe based on that, it deserves. And number 1, Guns. Gore would be perfect for today's action and trends. Does it deserve? I think the animation holds up, like just purely animation. I watch Guns. I never read it, so I don't know if the story is finished. It's probably should be. I want to believe. I hope it's finished, but yes, based on when it was released, it deserves a remake. It deserves a remake, but yes, especially if the story is finished, if 100% it needs a remake. But if it's just animation wise, I think it holds up. The one, like, I think if it came out in the era of Attack on Titan, would have done much better than it did. So yeah, that's the end of the article, and let's see what people are saying out there. I am surprised it's on the list. Okay. No Game No Life. Yes, there's a lot more that deserves to be on this list. Let's see what other people are saying. Dragon Ball doesn't need yet another. Dragon Ball has not had any reboots. Dragon Ball had story continuations and spin-offs. Okay, yes, Dragon Ball has a lot of spin-offs and all of those, so technically has not had any spin-offs. I mean reboots. So most of these remake don't need remakes. They need endings. True. But they probably, I don't think any studio will just come and pick up where they left season 1, which was, I don't know, 15 years ago. So that's why the reboots are needed, because they'll want to start things from scratch. Like that show, what was it again? The Shaman King. People have complained about the show, but it still got its full adaptation from beginning to the end. The anime, people were not 100% happy with it, but it still did what it came to do. So yeah, that's I would give this article a solid 7. That was quite an interesting article. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. If you have any anime that you would want a remake for whatever reason, be it because you want new animation, be it because you just want to see the ending of that the ending of the manga being animated, or just because you think the show is extremely old or it needs a resurgence because this is the era for it, leave it in the comments, leave a like, leave a comment, and until we meet again for the next episode, Have a good day, whether it's beginning or ending. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.